Have you ever struggled to memorize something? Maybe a list, maybe a speech, or maybe just a few lines of poetry, to be or not to be. For over 1400 years, millions of people have used a method powerful enough to memorize a 600-page book. And that book is the Holy Quran, the holy book of Islam. Today, I'll show you 3 effective ways to start memorizing the Quran. First, preparing your mind. Second, creating a consistent routine. And thirdly, reviewing effectively. Here we go. The first step that we're going to go over is preparing your mind. You see, the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about the mind is the intention. That the intention must be pure. We have to have a good understanding about why we're doing it. And once we understand why we are doing it and we have a pure intention, it becomes easy. The second thing is that we have to choose the right time and the right place to do this. For me, the best time is to do it early in the morning after what we call Salat al-Fajr. Right after the prayer around 6, 7 in the morning is when the mind is calm, the world is calm, and the body is ready to memorize. The third thing is that we have to clear distractions. We have construction going on right now. Don't let that distract you. But the phones must go. And everything. So the second step is that we have to create a consistent routine. And I'm going to show you how to memorize a little bit so that you are able to memorize a lot. So the first thing that we're going to do when it comes to creating a consistent routine is that we identify what we intend to read from the Quran. Today we're going to read Surah Al-Fajr. And we're going to memorize the first 3 ayat, the first 3 verses of Surah Al-Fajr. So when we look at it, we want to read it one time to ourselves. Read it one time to ourselves so we can understand what we intend to memorize. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal fajr wa layalin ashr wa shaf'i wal watr. So we understand it, we hear it. Now, after we hear it, then we do the first verse 10 times. Wal fajr, wal fajr, wal fajr, wal fajr. And we continue to do it 10 times until we memorize it. And then we do it one time without looking. Wal fajr. So the next thing that we do, once we have memorized it, we can say it without looking at it. Then we start on the second verse. And we do that 10 times. وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. All the way to 10 times. And then once we complete that, we say it without looking. وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. After we have done this verse, the second verse, 10 times, now we do them both 10 times together. وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. For 10 times until we can do it without looking. وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ. And you continue to do this all the way into the end. So let's do the third verse. وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ. 10 times. And then you connect them all. وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ. And this is how we memorize the Quran. And this is how you memorize anything. You take a little bit, you repeat it to yourself, you repeat it, and then you try to do it without looking, and then it sticks into the mind. وَالْفَجْرِ وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ وَالشَّفْعِ وَالْوَتْرِ. The third thing is that when we memorize Quran, we have to have some type of melodic tone to our voice. When we hear music, it sticks in our mind because it's melodic. So when you're memorizing something, always keep a melodic voice because that will help you internalize it. The third and final step is in fact the most important step, and it is the reviewing process. Because it is true that a person might memorize something today and forget it tomorrow. So the key when it comes to memorization is that you have to review it daily. The best time to review it is in the morning before you take some new information. So if I intend to memorize the verse 4, 5, and 6 tomorrow, then I will review verse 1, 2, and 3 in the morning, and I will review it good until I can see it and I can say it without seeing it. So once I have memorized it, then I consolidate it. And I memorize it over and over and over. And we do something called muraja, and it's to memorize it and continue to do it over and over and over. So one should do it every day. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day doing it, and then you will have it for the rest of your life. In conclusion, today we have covered how to memorize the Quran using a method that has been used for over 14,000 years or 1400 years. Now, the next thing that we have to do is go put it into practice. Have a good day.